That's the League signal.
Downtown Bumblyburg is under attack! To your super vehicle!
We'll meet you there! Shouldn't have had those nachos.
Look! Up in the sky! It's a plane!
It's a spacecraft!
It's breakfast? Stand back, citizens! Show yourself, or are you chicken? Looks like it's at least from a chicken.
Oh, goody. We've got our first volunteer.
Name, Officer Scooter. Biggest fear, the dark.
Come on! I'm not afraid of you! I've had appetizers bigger than you! Ah! Who turned out the lights? Ah! I'm afraid of the dark!
When do I get a super vehicle?
Let's take this one step at a time, shall we?
What is that?
Oh my!
Filling up on fear and ready.
Oh, that's cold!
Welcome, League of Incredible Vegetables. It is I, Dr. Flurry.
Dr. Flurry!
That guy gives me a brain freeze.
And I'm about to freeze all of Bumblyburg with fear. Unless, of course, you find a way to stop me.
Stop this, Dr. Flurry! Didn't think this through!
We're coming for you, Larry boy!
Escape away! League of Incredible Vegetables, engage!
Whoa, so brave.
That's not eggshell. I can also get you out of anything!
Nice catch, Vogue. Wow, it smells terrific in here.
It's cinnamon potpourri.
My supercar smells like socks.
Take over.
Take over what? The wheel! Goodness, she's so decisive.
Name, Thingamabob. Biggest fear, monkeys.
Monkey! 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 Stinky monkey! Monkey! Monkey!
What? He should be more afraid than that. That's not enough fear to freeze anything.
Monkeys? Really?
They're so unpredictable.
Alfred, how does that thing work?
I can't find anything. It's a top secret villainous device. Oh, wait. He talks about it on his blog.
Then, after figuring out what you are afraid of, the fear dar uses that fear as energy to fuel its freeze ray. Kids, don't try this at home.
Goodness me. That thing is fueled by fear.
You can't scare me! Huh?
Name, Vogue. Biggest fear, bad hair.
Sorry.
It's just hair.
Easy for you to say.
Hey.
What is the point of having my own fear dar if my nemesis won't be frozen in fear? It's a waste.
He can't catch the League. Those are some amazing super suits.
Larry boy, circle around and distract him while Escape tries to find a way in.
balloons popping.
Seriously? Well, here goes.
I may have found a way inside, Larry boy.
I'm on my way because I am that.
What's the matter, Larry boy?
Bad 5th birthday party. Lots of poppin'.
I know you're scared, but you've gotta move.
I know.
Come on, Larry boy. Move.
You can do it, buddy.
Time to move.
Move!
I know it.
That's loud.
They're unstoppable, unfreezable. And seriously? Doesn't anybody believe in seatbelts?
He did it!
He did.
He didn't have to be afraid!
Of course not.
Because of his super suit!
Because of it. What? Junior! Junior?
Look! Up in the sky! It's a torpedo! No, it's an asparagus!
What? Another one? Tiny heroes just falling from the sky now?
Yahoo! Wow! Look at him ricochet!
Junior, get back to the helicopter!
Oh no!
I can't bounce! The suit isn't working! Don't panic, Junior!
Name, Ricochet. Biggest fear? Pretty much everything.
Oh, this one is a keeper.
Come on, Junior! Run!
Escape! I'm too far away!
I'm not Junior. Not on my watch.
Larry boy!
Oh my!
Larry boy, can you hear me? What?
Activate scrambling sequence.
What? Where did he go? Holy evaporating egg!
League, we've got to find Larry Boy. Back to the Lady Cave to regroup.
Now, if I were a mad scientist and I had a frozen Larry boy, where would I put him?
Somewhere cold.
A little more specific? Somewhere cold that could fit a giant egg.
What's this?
It's just a shopping list.
I know what a shopping list is. I practically invented shopping lists. I mean, what's this?
That's the logo for this little piggy grocery.
But that place closed down years ago.
Let's go! Wait! Has anyone seen Junior? When I said you were brave, I meant it. My mind hasn't changed.
Larry boy would still be here if it wasn't for me. You saw how afraid I was.
Everyone gets afraid sometimes, Junior.
Not the League.
Yes, the League too. The reason they didn't freeze up is because they know how to deal with their fear.
I know. They've got these amazing super suits. I trusted in mine, and I was still afraid.
Junior, the League doesn't put their trust in their super suits.
What?
Super suits will fail them, but there's only one who never fails. One who is bigger than anything you fear. When he fought the giant Philistine Goliath, that scary armored brute, oh my, was tiny little David in any manner aided by a super suit?
No?
Correct! Goliath was much stronger, his biceps 3 times longer, but David never fussed. It wasn't his own power, he counted on that hour, so whom did David trust?
I'm thinking you're gonna say God?
Bingo! Trust in God.
Not in my super suit.
Nope. Trust in God. Do you fear the brute? Trust in God.
Against the frozen brute.
Absolutely! Advice you can't dispute when fear is taking root. With him you're in cahoots when you trust in God.
When I trust in God.
Vogue, you should totally make your outfit white so you can hide in all this ice.
I can't. It's after Labor Day.
This place looks abandoned.
Oh no!
What is it?
My greatest weakness!
Kryptonite?
No. Coupons! 2-for-1 Go-Gurts, which they'll double at Food City. Man, that's a lot of Go-Gurts. Escape. We don't have time for this now.
Calm down, Amy. I know they are here. In fact, I was counting on it.
Here we go!
At the ready!
Oh, a penguin! Nice work, Michael. Reminds me of your big bad cousin Steve. Time to chill.
Okay, now I'm scared!
Thanks for coming after me, Alfred.
We're going to need all the help we can get if we're going to stop that giant robot penguin. Oh no! He's frozen the entire league! Now nothing can stop him!
No, Alfred. He's frozen almost the entire league. There's one more.
Wonderpart! I have finally done it! All of the league is frozen! What a relief. Who wants coffee? Stop yelling already. What? Another one? Oh, I remember this little guy. This is going to be easy peasy, lemon squeezy.
Okay, Alfred, here we go.
It's the best chance we've got. And remember,
I know. Don't get this suit wet. Quadruple bounce.
I'm thinking for future reference, a helmet might be a good idea.
Now!
I never get to do this part! And I shall never do it again!
Uh-oh. That didn't hold him very long.
Almost out of fear? Already? I didn't make this thing very efficient.
I found a way in! Keep him busy, Junior!
I'm trying. And call me Ricochet.
I wish that kid would stop zipping back and forth. It's too much for my tummy. I mean, he's like a monkey out there. Oh, is it hot in here to you? What do you think, Alfred? Is it too toasty?
I can't do this much longer! Alfred, have you got Dr. Flurry yet?
I have him right where I want him.
You do?
Alfred?
Not now, Larry boy. Your plan is foiled, Dr. Flurry.
Alfred?
Because it takes more than a little ice to stop the League.
Alfred!
Oh, I guess that's more than a little ice. Uh-oh, angry birds.
Alfred, duck!
I thought they were penguins.
Double back. Here goes nothing. No, not now.
Aha! The Freddy boy has nowhere to run. A lot of good your super suits are now, League.
My super suit isn't working. It isn't working. Alfred! Alfred, can you hear me? What do I do? Wait. I know what to do. Doesn't matter how scary you are. When I'm afraid, I can trust in God.
Name. Ricochet. Biggest fear? Nothing.
God is bigger than you, and I trust him.
I don't understand. He was so frightened before. What could have happened?
I believe Junior has found a reliable place to put his trust.
I'm not afraid of you. Ugh.
Look out! Don't run over the penguin!
The League unfrozen!
Everyone, out!
Watch out!
Oh, they're so adorable when they're rescued.
Larry boy, after everything I did to you, you rescued me.
See? I'm not so scary.
Can we hang out some now?
You're kind of going to jail.
Aye.
For incredibly heroic acts in the line of duty.
When the rest of the League was frozen, you trusted God and overcame your fear.
Junior Asparagus, I hereby name you an official member of the League of Incredible Vegetables.
Not a junior member?
Not anymore, Ricochet.
Woohoo!
And one more thing. Your super vehicle!
A jet ski? But what about the water?
Who said anything about water?
When you're in the dark, we're gonna light the spark. No question mark.
League of Incredible Vegetables! Away!
Like a flash of light.
Loud and clear, Alfred. Go ahead.
Yes, have you located the foreign object?
I'm afraid not. The Larrymobile and I have been all over Bumbleberg, and we haven't seen anything that looks like it came from outer space.
Nothing at all?
Well, we did see a kid with green hair. Oh, and a dog that could whistle.
Oh, all right. Well, keep looking, Master Larry. Remember, the security of Bumbleberg rests in your clutches.
Have no fear, Alfred. If there's a space alien in this town, Larry Boy will bring him in. Hello, boys. Hey, Junior.
I'll be right back.
Hi, Percy.
Junior, I just came from Laura's house, and she got in trouble for breaking your dad's bowling plate. Except she says she didn't break it. She says you did. Who's telling the truth?
Oh, well, actually, she's right.
Huh?
Laura didn't break the plate. It was Lenny.
Her brother?
Yep, that's right. Lenny broke the plate. I'll tell you the whole story. It's Lenny's fault. He broke the plate. He's very naughty. Just how was I to know he hated Art Bugatti? He gave it to a crocodile who chewed it up for quite a while. It's Lenny's fault. He broke the plate. It's true. And that's the tale I have to tell to you.
Whoa, gee. I didn't think Lenny was capable of that kind of violence. He seemed like such a nice kid. I didn't even know he had a crocodile.
This is great. It worked again, Fib. Fib, you are growing.
Growing? Oh, no. Well, maybe I put on a few pounds, but Junior, I will always be your little Fib.
You've got legs.
Yes, I do. But enough about me. Junior, you were marvelous. What a story. I'm telling you, kid, you've got the gift.
Really?
Oh, yeah, no doubt about it. You've got what it takes.
What do you mean you can't find it?
I'm telling you, Alfred, I've looked everywhere. It's just not here.
Master Larry, I've gone all over the data from the science lab, and I have to agree with their conclusions. Something from outer space landed in Bumbleberg.
It simply has to be around there somewhere.
Look, Alfred, I've been driving around all day. I'm tired. I'm hungry. I've got to go to the bathroom. This suit is very constricting. I'm coming home now.
But the security of Bumbleberg rests in you.
There are no space aliens in Bumbleberg.
There he is. Hi, guys.
If you need me, I'll be over here.
Huh?
Lenny says he didn't break the plate. Laura says she didn't break the plate. They both
Lies. Lies.
hypocrite. Big, ugly lies.
No, that's not what I said at all. You didn't break the plate, and you didn't break the plate. No. It was these space aliens. They came down and they grabbed these cows and they switched brains of the cows. And the cows, with the brains of the space aliens, broke the plate.
Funny, I just saw that same thing happen in a movie. Invasion of the Cow Snatchers.
You did?
That's another lie! Nothing but a big, fat, ugly...
Huh? Fib?
Hi, Junior.
What are you doing?
Don't worry, Junior. A little Fib couldn't hurt anybody, right?
touches. This is a job for Larry Boy. Larry Boy, we need Larry Boy. Call him, beat him. I don't care how you get him. Just get him fast. I'll call you right back. Oh, the inhumanity! Larry Boy, where could he be?
I'm still stuck in the molasses swamp. I've been here for 38 turns. Your turn, Alfred.
Yes, let's see. Oh, look! I get to go all the way to Princess Lolly! What luck! Ha! Your turn!
Still stuck. I sure hope the rest of Bumbleberg is having a better day than I am. Alfred, I've got work to do. Consider our game postponed.
That's the thing about fibs, Junior. We grow. Now that I'm big, it's my turn to call the shots. And you belong to me!
Not so fast, monster!
Huh?
If anyone can stop that fib, Larry Boy can.
Drop the asparagus!
Why don't you come and make me, little purple man?
If that's the way it's gotta be!
Laddie, what's happening?
The monster is headed toward the Bumbleberg water tower. He is carrying a small asparagus. Alfred, we must find a way to stop this beast.
Yes, I'll get the computer working on it right away. Can you get to the water tower?
The road is blocked. I'm afraid I'll have to go on foot.
Well, I've made a few modifications to the Laddie-mobile that might just do the trick.
You have?
Well, you know, I like to tinker in my spare time.
Is that what all these new buttons are for?
That's right. Unfortunately, I haven't had time to label them.
Oh dear.
But if you do exactly what I say, everything should work out fine. I think.
Let's see if your little purple friend can help you up here.
What's he doing? I don't know. Maybe he fell asleep.
Well, somebody should go wake him up.
Now, once you get up to speed, all you have to do is press the green button. No, the blue button.
Alfred, I'm going to run out of road. Which button is it?
The blue button. Press the blue button.
Whitebird!
The green button. It's the green one.
He's on game.
It's part of the plan.
I am going to die!
Stop yelling at me! Stop yelling! Yell! Yellow!
Well, in the name of Fergus McDonaldson.
So this is what you do in your spare time.
Well, not all of it. I also dabble in biochemistry, nuclear medicine, you know, this and that.
So how do we stop this thing?
Oh, yes, that. Let's see here. We know what the monster is now.
What is it?
It's a lie.
What's a lie?
It is.
Which part?
The whole thing. It's a lie. The monster is a lie.
Oh my. Well, how do I stop it?
I'm afraid we don't know that yet.
Drat.
Oh, I don't think you should look, man. It's not a pretty sight.
Mom! Dad! Help!
Alfred, What kind of weapon systems do we have?
Oh, I've thought of all sorts of wonderful little ideas. Unfortunately, I haven't had time to make them yet.
What?
Perhaps I spent a little too much time on nuclear medicine.
Well, there's only one thing left to do.
What? What are you doing?
What I should have done all along. Super suctioneer away! Alfred,
Yes, laddie. How is it going?
I think now would be a good time for you to tell me how I can stop this lie.
Yes. Here comes the answer now. According to my calculations, you can do...
Nothing.
Nothing?
Yes, nothing.
Why didn't you tell me that before I jumped on his head?
Well, my calculations were not yet finished.
Even a little lie can get really big, really fast. And a big lie can just swallow you up. And Junior, you made a really big lie!
Laddie boy, can you hear me? I've made a discovery.
What?
You cannot stop the lie.
Alfred, we've been over this.
No, listen! You cannot stop the lie, but someone else can!
What? Who?
I don't know yet. The computer's working on it right now.
Now which one of you guys should I eat first?
Alfred, we have no time!
It's thinking!
You sort of look like candy.
No, really, it's spandex. It's quite bitter. Alfred!
I'm getting a reading!
Alfred!
It looks like...
Alfred! What's happening?
Boot, you transistorized tormentor! Boot!
Goodbye, Bumbly Bird!
It's Junior. It's Junior. Junior can stop the lie.
I did it! I broke the plate! I said Laura broke the plate and that was a lie. I said Lenny broke the plate and that was a lie too. It was me. I'm the one who did it. It was all my fault. Now, how do I get down from here?
There's a problem I know I can handle.
Dad, I'm really sorry about your plate.
Oh, Junior, I'm sure it was an accident. I just wish you would have told me right away.
I thought you'd be really mad at me.
Junior, you're much more important to me than any old bowling plate.
I guess I should be punished, huh?
I think what you've been through today was punishment enough. What do you think, Dad?
I think you're right. Let's just make sure that from now on we get the true story the first time.
Oh, doesn't it just warm your heart? And it's all because of one man, one plunger-headed hero always ready when Bumbleberg needs him. Larry boy?
There he goes again.
So here are the mysterious visitors. You may call me Luntar the Powerful.
Well, you certainly aren't Luntar the Leave Us Alone.
Something tells me we've met before. Good disguises!
Captain Cuke!
Luna.
It's been a while.
Last blue moon? A beautiful evening on the Blue Bayou?
Save the witty bloopers, Captain. I've heard 'em all. Should we interrogate these spies, sir? Or just throw them in a cell?
You can't lock us up.
Like in jail? Time to start singing the blues.
Clever. They're space fleet, sir. We can use them as hostages for their ship.
The only thing that's keeping you from disappearing in my dungeon forever is if you give up your ship's engine core. It's pure me wantium, and me want it. The engine stays in our ship where it belongs. And where is your ship right now?
Wouldn't you like to know?
Yes, that's why I asked.
They must be here to sabotage the super grabber.
Is that the little science project you attacked us with? It's no little anything! It is my key to unlimited power! This super grabber! Behold!
Shiny. It's pretty. I'll give you that.
Pretty. It gets me what I need. It has the power to get me power. Anyone can tell you that power is the key. Anyone that has it makes the rules for you and me. Now I grab the energy from batteries and wires, rocket fuel or gamma rays, whatever I desire. If you're near my super grabbing ray, you'll get your power sucked away. Anything worth having can be good for the grabbing, yes, anything with energy on that. If it runs on any power, then it's something I devour. I just point and grab. What's with all this power grabbing stuff? I'll keep grabbing till I have enough. Static, electric, and solar and gas. I'll swipe the energy from anything with mass. Charcoal briquettes, turbojets, leftover candle wax. Propane, butane, methane, octane, certain spicy snacks. Electrons, protons, pumped up photons, plus or minus charge. I'll use its force despite the stores, minuscule or large. Anything worth having can be good for the grabbing, yes, anything with energy I'll grab. If it runs on any power, then it's something I devour. I just point and grab.
Well, you can't have my ship.
We'll see about that. Take them away until they're ready to cooperate.
Phone home. Phone home. It's no use. T-Bot, how can we escape?
The cell walls of Luntar's dungeon are 3.5 feet thick, lined with lead and a mile underground. This little hideaway is the ultimate in solitude.
I wish I had the brochure. Thanks?
T-Bot, why don't you spit out some blueprints of this place, or a list of all the exits?
I'm not programmed for jailbreaks. I could, however, record your desperate plea for help as a holographic message.
Let's wait until that's our only hope. I can't live on food like this. There's not even a pudding cup.
Get used to it. We're stuck here.
I'll share with you. This is a pretty big sandwich. I could split it with you if you want.
Luntar's locking up children? Will his horribleness have no end?
I'm not locked in here, silly. My name is Oliver. I'm Luntar's nephew. Here.
Thanks. You realize you have a much smaller sandwich now?
I know.
Like half of it.
Do you want a drink box? I got 2 on my lunch today.
Sure. So you're just giving one of those away?
Yep.
To us. 2 guys you've never met.
That's what you do. When you have enough to spare, you have enough to share.
Now there's 1 box and 2 of us.
So the 2 of you can...
Fight each other for it?
No.
Find a way to clone it?
No. Do the same thing I just did.
Give it back to you?
Don't you guys know how to share? 1 for me and 1 for you. To share is not that hard to do when we can see beyond ourselves and give to a
This concept of sharing is logical.
Hold on a second. Are you trying to butter us up to get information for your uncle, Luntar the Locker-Upper?
No, that's not his name. We all call him Luntar the Brave. He's fighting for the whole planet.
The whole planet? I don't understand.
Tutani's sun is dying. If a solution isn't found, it'll explode into a supernova and incinerate the entire planet.
Supernova? Why is this the first time you're telling us this?
It seemed like you were having such a lovely time. Luntar's been working day and night to gather enough power with the super grabber. If he has enough, he's hoping he can recharge the sun.
So that's why he's grabbing power from every ship and machine.
Oh, this messes up the whole mission.
What if our mission has changed?
Mr. Spork, we have our orders. We can't go changing them based on a singing little boy. No offense.
What about saving our sun? That's part of your space fleet duty, isn't it?
If there's a solution, I'm sure we'll find it. But you gotta get us out of here first.
Promise me you'll help us, and I will.
Captain's oath. We'll do everything we can to save your planet.
Musical lock.
You couldn't figure that out?
Good night, Eddie.
Night, Clarence.
You better take your umbrella. We're supposed to get more meteor showers tonight.
If we can get back to the ship, I can analyze these pictures and figure out how to shut down that super grabber.
You sure this is the only way out?
Yep, it's okay. Everyone's gone home.
Send another ship out.
Except my Uncle Luntar. He likes to work late.
Hide!
We have to find the apple pies!
We can't afford the fuel anymore, sir. Every ounce should be focused on that sun.
What's the use? Our experiments were worthless! The sun grows darker every day! We've barely got enough energy to power our heat lamps!
Should I prepare us all for evacuation?
No, not yet. This is our home.
A home that will be consumed in an exploding supernova. Space Fleet is already here. If we talk to them,
They
maybe.
wouldn't help. Why would they?
This is our sun and our problem. I'll figure it out.
How will I figure it out? We're doomed. Oh man, he's turning into Luntar the Sympathetic. How did that happen?
Uncle Luntar won't ask for help, but he needs it. We all need it. Gentlemen, I've located your shuttle. The bad news is I'm detecting an oncoming storm of popcorn meteorites.
We should wait inside for the storm to pass.
No time. Let's go. There's the ship.
And there's the popcorn.
Wait! Let me share my umbrella. It'll protect you and Mr. Sport.
Don't you need it?
Right now, you need it more.
Thank you, Oliver.
You're welcome.
Well, they don't teach this at Space Fleet Academy. I'll have to go with my usual strategy.
What's that?
Run fast and scream a lot.
Remember your promise!
Now we just have to pick the lock before we get incinerated.
There's gotta be a faster way to get in.
Look out!
Okay, that works.
Prisoners escaping. Must sound the alarm and pursue. Correction. Must run and hide. Captain Cuke to Apple Pie.
We read you, Captain.
We're on our way back. The mission has changed. Activate the table screen.
Oh, hang on. We usually play games on this. Here we go.
Houston, we have a problem. Well, Houston, give us some ideas.
Well, don't look at me. I'm just an intern.
Okay, then I'll have a coffee.
We're out of coffee.
Well, Houston, we have two problems then, don't we?
Sir?
Who are you?
Who am I?
I know who you are. Who are you?
Then stop asking. Why don't we just talk to Luntar?
Luntar is still a desperate gourd. He attacked us once. He might attack us again, even if we try to help.
We don't have much time.
So what do we do?
Hey, cats and kittens! Captain Cuke's camera captured some sweet pics of the grabber. I made a 3D scan from them and did a full analysis.
That was fast.
I skipped my Zumba class.
Did you find a weakness?
It's a simple reverse of the polarity, man. You put this part in backwards and boom! This super grabber don't grab no more.
Aha! We can render Luntar completely helpless.
I think he's already helpless. Maybe the kid is right about Luntar. Isn't Space Fleet all about helping those in trouble?
The moment we show up, he'll come after us.
He can't catch us with our twin ninjas, man. Remember, we got power to spare.
Wait a minute. That's exactly what Oliver said. If we have power to spare, then we have the power to share.
Now, just because it rhymes doesn't mean it's a good idea.
Think about it. We have 2 tunics. We can give Luntar one and still use the other.
What good will that do?
Enough me Wantium fired into a sun would recharge it.
We load the core like a big cannonball here. With the reverse polarity, this becomes a plenty good super slinger, man.
The super grabber becomes a super shooter.
A super sharer.
I'm not giving up one of our engines. That's crazy. We'll have no way to outrun them.
That's a risk we'll have to take.
I just don't know if I can do it. Woo!
A sip for you, a sip for me. That's how God says it's supposed to be. 'Cause if we have enough to spare, we also have enough to share.
What do you say, Cuke? Share the power and save a planet?
Luntar, the prisoners have escaped.
What?
Space Fleet is back and they're approaching orbit.
Then ready my ship and power up the grabber!
Apple pie, straight ahead.
Prepare the grabber!
Sir, their shields are down.
Stay on target! Stay on target!
The Apple Pies is opening its bomb bay door. Still approaching.
Grabber on full power! Ready? Aim!
Look, sir, they've launched a shuttle.
They're hailing us with the truce flag.
It's a trap!
It's one of their engine cores.
I don't get it. We never even asked for it.
We had a spare, so we thought you could use it.
We accept.
Oliver, what are you doing on board?
I wanted to watch the fireworks. We're gonna recharge the sun. Well, we better do it fast.
I don't even know if it's possible.
Aye, man, don't you sweat the details. All we need is a little flip-flop on the super grabber and you're good to go.
With power to spare?
Comes the power to share.
The sun is going supernova. Repeat, the sun is going supernova. We good to go, people. Fire that bad boy.
Fire!
Whoa, weird.
Now I'm that kind of guy who seldom likes to ask for much. I never knew there'd be folks like you who'd come through in the clutch. Our sun was going over and we thought nobody cared until you are friends with extra blessings opened up and shared.
Oh, I've never liked to share my pudding
Or my M&Ms.
but sharing's a good way to turn your foes into your friends. So as we roam the galaxy, we'll happily declare that when we see a need, we'll try our very best to share. Sharing is the way to save us. Sharing is the key. It only takes a moment. It's simple as can be. There's some for you, there's some for me. That's how God says it's supposed to be. 'Cause if we have enough to spare, we also have enough to share. Captain's log. Stardate, a long weekend. After successfully jump-starting a sun and making peace with a local pirate, Tutani is once again the best place to get a good tan and do a little surfing. Good luck.
Captain Cuke, Mr. Spork, good work. It seems that sharing can happen anywhere.
Maybe even on our own ship.
I sure am proud of you, boys.
Veggies, how long's it gonna take you to get back home?
Oh, with only one engine, I'd say twice the usual time.
No worries. You all can share some quality time. Share? You see what I did there?
Good one, sir.
That's why I'm the Admiral.
Ha! You want crazy funny zucchini.
If we have enough to spare, we also have enough to
Once upon a time, you've probably heard various rhymes from an old mother bird. If you remember these tales and enjoy listening still, then you might pay a visit to the town of Gooseville. From days spent in diapers, one yet may recall a brief tale of an egg who fell off a wall. If you assumed it complete, then it's probably time to hear unabridged Humpty Dumpty's full rhyme. As the mayor of Gooseville, Humpty's main chore was helping his neighbors. But lately old Dumpty preferred just to snore. Ow. From loving his neighbor, Humpty's heart had recoiled, and lately had seemed a little hard-boiled. From the stress of his job, his shell now showed crackage. How he longed to escape on a vacation package. Maybe one day, pondered the mayor with longing, just as his doorbell started ding-donging. Oh, hello, baby bear.
Good morning, Mr. Mayor. Can't wait to grant a favor to anyone who needs our help.
Pardon, little neighbor, you'll have to come back later. I'm trying to repair my shell.
But I want to lend a hand out to any needs that stand out. I could be a neighbor saver.
You're a great debater, but this mayor's opting out.
Opting out?
He heard Baby Bear say, I don't have time to help my neighbors today.
But I've made a list and checked it twice of all of our neighbors.
Who've been naughty or nice?
No, all of our neighbors who need help or advice.
What a long list of favors. More favors than there's neighbors. I don't have time to help them out.
Don't be silly, Mr. Mayor. You're the greatest neighbor. It's what being mayor's all about.
I guess we'd best get started before my shell gets parted.
Time to be a friendly neighbor
Or a more exhausted mayor.
Our friends could use some helping out.
No chance you'd come back later.
You're so silly, Mr. Mayor. Our neighbors need some helping out. Why don't we start with little Bo Peep? Guess what has happened to all of her?
Sheep? This isn't the first time that I've heard this rhyme.
I don't know anyone cooler than you. One day, I'd like to be mayor too.
It's true, Bo Peep's sheep were rarely beside her, and today they all seemed especially hyper. Wow! Watch where you're going! You could have broken my shell! Said the delicate mayor with a frustrated yell.
Little Bo Peep, help me, please! I've lost my sheep! They all seem to be playing hide and go seek!
You need to remember to close the sheep's pen. If you do, then I'm sure this won't happen. Ah!
What do you think he was gonna say? Probably again. How could you tell? Because it rhymes.
On the back of the sheep of little Bo Peep, Mayor Humpty rode briskly all over the streets. But when the sheep stumbled on a stack of burritos, Humpty flew through the air like a startled torpedo. As Mama Bear placed a lovely bow in her hair, Humpty landed head first in her living room chair.
Mayor Dumpty, my goodness, what a pleasant surprise. I did not expect you till 5:15.
As Mayor Dumpty rolled so his head pointed upward, Mama Bear told him,
I am indubitably flustered. We have neighborhood problems we'd like to address.
I mean, would you just look at that mess? It was sad but true that living inside that kooky old shoe was old Mother Hubbard, who had so many children she didn't know what to do.
Oh. It It's simply a terrible sight, don't you think?
Our property value's probably gone down the sink.
Neighbors who lack such obvious manners drive me totally crazy bananas.
I'm coming for you, you crazy furball!
But wait, we're not done complaining at all.
Hi, neighbor. Want to go jogging or lift up some weights? Today is a very important date. I've got to be nimble. I've got to be quick. Because I'm about to jump over a candlestick.
Right. You know, I'll catch you later. As Humpty Dumpty ran up the hill and back, he nearly tripped right over Jill and Jack. They desperately wanted help with their art because, according to them,
The whole world is falling apart! Me and Jill ran down the hill to fetch construction paper. But we both fell down and broke our crayons.
And then we lost our stapler!
well, have you tried looking at the well?
And why would we look at the well, pray tell?
Well, in case your stapler fell down it. Farewell! And the mayor ran away, leaving more neighbors in dismay.
Hello there, little lost sheep. Would you happen to be looking for something to eat? Well, here's a little treat.
And just as Goldilocks fed him some straw,
I gotcha! Sorry about that.
My, your screams really are something.
It's quite a surprise finding the mayor on my street. Maybe you could help me find some porridge to eat.
Porridge? Why would you want to eat that gooey goo? Go and ask your mom for some toast and beef stew.
But porridge is what I like eating most, more than peanut butter, jelly, or beef stew with toast. Of course, my tummy is pretty rumbly today. I could probably eat a whole porridge buffet.
How about your neighbors? You should knock on their door. Perhaps they'd have some extra porridge to pour. Although he had helped only little Bo Peep, Mayor Dumpty returned to his own home to sleep.
Don't worry, Mr. Mayor. It's just me. And the rest of the town. They all needed help and you weren't around. So I brought them all here to the foot of your step. Mr. Mayor!
What is it, Miss Muffet?
I need your help badly. There's a thorn in my tuffet. Forget about that. What about my front lawn?
I need your help training for the decathlon.
Our stapler we never found at the well.
All we located was this old cowbell.
With so many neighbors who needed attention, his poor shell continued to crack from the tension. What should I do? He wondered aloud, while on his front door the neighbors did pound. And that's when it hit him, like a full ton of smackage. I'm going to go on that vacation package. While Humpty escaped from his mayorly house, he did so as quiet as a little...
Hi!
He did so as quiet as a really loud mouse.
Mr. Mayor, do you have just a second for me? My bug net needs fixing, you see?
Humpty gathered his thoughts with some consternation. Baby Bear, I'm sorry. I'm on neighbor vacation. I've had enough helping everyone else. I'd like to, right now, help only myself.
Oh, okay.
Baby Bear said, kind of sad. And Humpty, in turn, felt a little bit bad. And when I say little, I mean just a tad. Yes, I'm looking for Gooseville's Great Wall Vacation.
Then look no further than this elevator, sir, for the elevation vacation to which you refer.
Okay. Shouldn't we be moving by now?
Whenever you're ready,
the bellhop said with a bow. Then Humpty began to have the realization that Gooseville's Great Wall was a help-yourself kind of vacation. Humpty Dumpty scaled the tall wall. Humpty Dumpty had a few minutes to stall. From all the exhaustion, Humpty started to swoon, causing a drop like a big lead balloon.
What a close call. With such a delicate shell, I'm sure you're afraid to fall.
Where's all the hammocks, the tea, lemonades, and siesta mariachis playing nap serenades?
I'm sorry, sir, but didn't you see? Everything here is BYOMLAT.
BYOMLAT?
Bring your own mariachis, lemonade, and tea.
What about napping supplies? The sad mayor said.
Yeah, it's also BYONSAB. Bring your own napping supplies and a bed. I've worked here for years, and I can attest that helping yourself is what we do best.
But when Humpty considered his neighbors in town, his frown began turning and stopped upside down. From all of the stress, he was finally free, which made Gooseville's Great Wall the best place to be. And so Humpty Dumpty sat on the wall. Humpty Dumpty had a great shawl that his grandmother gave him for such an occasion. Who needs all those neighbors with so many needs? I'm doing much better helping just me. Oh, perfect. But Baby Bear was still being a kind-hearted fellow.
Aren't you a helpful lad to remove a thorn from my pillow?
And amongst the flamingos, Goldie stood in a chair, hoping tonight her mom would prepare
a great bowl of porridge which we all could share.
Meanwhile, Humpty was feeling quite dumpy. Not comfy enough and clearly not snoring, he was finding this place to be rather boring. And trying to look for a new thing to do, he saw something which promised a spectacular view. Nothing spectacular that I can see. Just a town still in need of assistance from me. But then Humpty saw something which made his heart heavy. Sweet little Goldie and family with just 2 strings of spaghetti.
Mama, is there any porridge I can have? Spaghetti gives me the hiccups. Real bad.
I'm sorry, sweet Goldie,
Her old mother said.
but I've no other food to give you instead.
Why, that little girl should have more food to eat. What uncaring neighbors she has on her street. If I weren't up here and she weren't down there, I'd give her every last bit of food I could spare. Huh? What are you doing? Don't walk on their grass. Mama Bear'll go bonkers if she thinks you've trespassed.
Hello?
No one loved porridge more than Ma and Pa Bear.
Is anyone here?
So Goldie dropped by, hoping they'd have some to share.
Porridge!
What are you doing? Don't eat the bear's food. If they find you, they'll be in quite a bad mood. No, no, no! That one's so hot it's steaming!
Ouch!
But Goldie was too distant to hear Humpty screaming. That one's so chilly it may give you frostbite. Well, that one should probably be about right. But according to Goldie, it was more than just right. That bowl of porridge was just
Dynamite!
Now get out of their house or you'll be in a pickle. And that's when the telescope ran out of nickel. Oh, I simply can't fix every problem I see. I have plenty to do, taking care of just me. And so Humpty Dumpty sat on the wall. Humpty Dumpty had a great ball of yarn from which he would knit, while ignoring his neighbors and sort of feeling bad about it. And while Humpty remained in his vacation bubble, sweet Goldilocks fell more deeply in trouble. Immediately after her warm porridge snacking, she said to herself,
I'm ready for napping.
But just then downstairs, that family of bears sat down to eat in their dining room chairs. And when Mama looked down at their table so fair, her heart was a flutter, and she felt quite a scare.
Baby, didn't you used to have porridge in there?
I think maybe I heard something upstairs.
Look, there's somebody sleeping in my bed.
Then a startled Goldie screamed with dread. Goldilocks' shriek was heard everywhere, even all the way up to the ears of the mayor. What in the world is going on here? What was going on here, you might have guessed, was the makings of an epic nursery rhyme mess. One of Baby Bear's spiders frightened Miss Muffet, who jumped up and down on top of her buffet, spilling her curds and whey on the hill, while Jack and Jill looked for their stapler still. Both of them slipped and fell on their backs, then slid down the hill and bumped into Jack. And although he was nimble, and although he was quick, unfortunately Jack ran into his stick, which proceeded to shoot a flame in the air and landed atop the very barn where little Bo Peep keeps the rest of her sheep. Not knowing what was happening, the sheep went insane, charging right toward Humpty like a woolly bullet train. Sheep! The frightened creatures rammed into the brick with a smack, fracturing the wall, causing Humpty to fall and land on his back. Help! I've fallen and I can't get up!
Mr. Mayor! Mr. Mayor!
Oh, good. Mama Bear, could you?
Mr. Mayor, I have terrible news for you. Gooseberry's been ruined and no one knows what to do.
Well, don't look at me. It was clearly the fault of little Bo Peep. What made all this mess was her stampeding sheep.
My sheep and I are not chiefly to blame. Jumping Jack's candle set my barn into flame.
I'm usually nimble and really quite quick. Jack and Jill are the ones who caused me to trip.
But none of this would have happened today
If Miss Muffet hadn't spilled her curds and whey.
How could you make such a boorish connection? It's the fault of this bear and his bug collection.
No. The fault belongs to this lass there. Her scream was so loud it broke all our glassware.
This trespassing girl lacks all sorts of manners. What's more, I'm afraid I've gone cuckoo bananas. I'm sorry.
Goldilocks said, looking blue.
I didn't mean to trouble any of you. When I was hungry for food, I came to your door, but I won't make that mistake anymore. Does this mean you're not gonna help me find all my sheep?
Your sheep?
What about our house and our lawn? Our stapler!
My tuffet!
The spring marathon!
But Humpty was thoughtful as he realized that he was the cause of poor Goldilocks' cries. Excuse me. As your mayor, I've made a lot of mistakes. And right now, I have a confession to make. This mess is my fault. Because I didn't care. If only I'd been more like you, Baby Bear. In the silence, the townsfolk all felt Humpty's pain. Then upon introspection, they all took the blame.
I see that at times we have each been uncaring.
From now on, we commit to be helpful.
And sharing.
Oh, well then, if someone could help me get unstuck from this plight, we have now a matter we need to make right. Huh? Oh, hey, what are you gonna do with that? Ow, that's a lot of pressure. Compressing! Humpty Dumpty shot up like a big cannonball, and Humpty Dumpty had yet another great fall. But this time, his neighbors were there after all. And though Humpty Dumpty's shell was quite cracked, his friend needed help, and he needed to act. Little Goldie, we're sorry for being unkind. Will you forgive us, my dear, for being so blind? I called every neighbor here on your street to help you and your family get more to eat.
Is that porridge?
As your mayor, I'd like to officially say we'll all be better neighbors starting today.
So on behalf of all of your friends, let the porridge festivities... And then it happened again. But this time, when Humpty Dumpty recovered, the town was amazed to discover that the porridge filled cracks and bonded so well, it instantly mended Humpty's eggshell. Now every time Humpty looks at the wall, he remembers his great disastrous fall with no one aware, till along came a bear who knew what it meant to be a neighbor who cares.
When you get stuck in a pickle, a friend will lend a little hand. When you're short a dime or nickel, a friend will lend a little hand.
When the hill is way too steep, then a friend will lend a little hand.
When you're tired of chasing sheep, then
A friend will lend a little hand.
Whether little or a big friend, whether tiny or a tall friend, there's no such thing as a small friend,
but no one till I can do it all, friend.
La 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 la.
When your patience isn't lasting,
A friend will lend a little hand. When your neighbors are trespassing,
A friend will lend a little hand.
everybody,
A friend will lend a little. 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 A friend will lend a little.
My friend Belinda Whittles.
A friend will lend a little hand.
Once upon a time, there was a little village by the sea where there dwelt a band of Vikings.
Good morning, Mabel. How are you, dear?
oh, just fine and dandy. Is Harold round here?
I haven't seen him, but that's no surprise.
Olaf's gone too?
Mm-hmm.
They're out with the guys. We should have listened to our mothers and married more judiciously.
But we pick men with metal hats
Who sail across the sea.
You live in London.
We married Vikings.
Well, you know the terrors of the sea.
They're Vikings.
Wherever they go, pillaging happily.
They're Vikings.
Let there be no ambiguities, cause
This is my life as a Viking wife. We have to admit that it's rife with strife, but that's the lot we got when married we.
the terrors of the sea. Oh, look what the cat drug in.
Wonder what they brought back this time.
Hey, there's your wife, Olaf.
Yep, and there's your wife, Harold.
Oh boy, do they love us or what?
Well, what's not to love? I mean, after all, we're Vikings.
What do you know? The terrors of the sea.
We're Vikings wherever we go, pillaging happily.
We're Vikings.
Let there be no
Vikings, cause who doesn't like a pile of loot?
Some gold and jewels and a shiny suit.
And a giant screen TV to boot.
A Viking life for me, yo-ho! We're Vikings.
What will you know? The terrors of the sea.
We're Vikings.
Wherever they go, pillaging happily.
We're Vikings.
Let it be known, and the
Vikings, cause who doesn't like a pile of loot?
This is my life as a Viking wife.
Some gold and jewels and a shiny suit.
We have to admit that it's rife with strife.
And a giant screen TV to boot.
But that's the lot we got when
Married we. The terrors of the sea.
we married Vikings.
That's the life for me.
So that was the life of a Viking. Pillaging and plundering. Those are fancy words for, well, for taking other people's things. They were stealing. Their boats were so fast that no one could catch them, so they could get away with it. But not all the Vikings were involved in this unfortunate practice. No, there was one in particular. His name was Lyle.
Good morning, Lyle. Good morning.
You missed another raid, Lyle.
I know. I was making stuff.
Lyle never went on the raids. Instead, he'd stay home and make crafts. Pot holders, to be exact.
What
What you got in the bag, Lyle?
Pot holders. You want one?
Oh, you gave me one last week, but thank you.
Here's your share of the loot, Lyle. Don't worry, it's the least we could give you.
Thanks.
Now, Lyle was definitely an unusual Viking. Whenever the other Vikings returned from a raid, he would take his small bag of loot, plus a bunch of potholders, and head out to sea on his own expedition.
Hi, Sven. Hi, Otar.
As you can imagine, this puzzled the other Vikings quite a bit.
What's up with Lyle? What's up with Lyle? I'm telling you, that boy doesn't fit the Viking style. Since 793, our strategy's been clear. Go get stuff from over there and bring it over here. You know that little guy? He's got me feeling all contempty. He takes his boat out loaded up and brings it back in empty. What is up with Lyle?
Yes, well, no one could figure out what Lyle was up to, so two of the other Vikings, two fellows named Sven and Otar, decided to follow him and find out.
You guys go ahead. We'll catch up.
Sven, you don't have to sing.
But it's a musical.
Yeah, I know, but you don't have to sing every line in a musical. Talking is okay, too.
Oh, okay.
So very stealthily, they followed Lyle across the sea.
No, you're too close. He's gonna see us.
No,
Sven,
I'm
not close enough.
Would you just let me?
We're gonna lose them.
I'm just trying to.
A little closer. No, too close. No.
Would you just? And much to their surprise, he led them right back to the monastery they had raided the night before. What?
Huh? What is he doing?
Can I see? But Sven,
no, hold on. Just a minute.
I wanna.
No,
would you just?
No, let go. I got him. Those were olives.
Dear monks, what can I say? My friends have taken your things away. Dear monks, what can I do? I've come to bring some back to you. I cannot make it all come back, for they are bigger and older. But I'll share what I have in my little sack, and a few of my own pot holders.
Hey, it's the thought that counts. Dear little Viking boy.
You can call me Lyle.
Oh, okay. Dear Lyle, we like your style, for we were all despairing. But you rowed your boat for many a mile to practice an act of sharing. Boys?
Thank you, Viking friend. No longer are we blue. Rest assured that we intend to someday soon help you.
Sven and Otar were very confused.
I'm confused.
They returned home and waited to confront Lyle.
Not so fast. Don't take another hop. We know where you've been, and we think it's gotta stop.
We Vikings rule the seas. We pillage and attack. We never say please, and we never give stuff back.
Not to mention the potholders.
You both care about your share of gold, so rare, and big TVs. But when I share, I get my share of friends. What's the use? A golden goose is no excuse for being mean. When I share, I get my share of friends. Yeah.
Well, Sven and Otar had never thought about it that way. Could sharing actually give them more of what would make them really happy? Even they had noticed that watching that big screen TV wasn't all that fun by yourself. They needed to give that a little more thought. In the meantime, though, they knew Lyle would be in big trouble if Olaf learned what he was doing.
If Olaf finds out, you'll be in big trouble.
You can just talk.
Oh, right. If Olaf finds out, you know.
Well, Olaf's not gonna find out. This will be our little secret.
Thanks, guys.
So they resolved not to let Olaf find out. Unfortunately, this was easier said than done. Just a few days later, as the Vikings were headed out to raid the monastery once again, it was the only monastery in the area, Otar spotted something. Oh no!
What is it?
It's Lyle. He's at the monastery. If Olaf sees him, he's in big trouble.
What do we do?
We've got to distract Olaf. Look, Olaf, there's a fish with a pretty yellow circle at the bottom of the backside of his fin. Look, Olaf, there's another and another and another. And the little one has got a funny grin. Look, Olaf, way down underneath the water. It's the biggest fish I think I've ever seen. Look, Olaf, he's got purple spots and orange and yellow markings and a dorsal fin that's iridescent green.
What?
Otar, I don't see any of that.
Sven, we've got to distract him. Help me out.
Oh. Look, Olaf, there's a turtle and he's wearing pink pajamas and he's got a cowboy hat upon his lid. Look, Olaf, very close and see he's riding on a llama and he's chasing down to herd a giant squid. Look, Olaf. There's a whale that's dancing with a bear.
Look, Olaf, it's a mermaid.
It's an ostrich.
It's a bunny. Look, Olaf, please look anywhere but...
I don't see anything. What?
But there.
Hey, isn't that Lyle?
Mm-hmm. And he left something with those monks.
What is it?
It's potholders and a little bag of loot we gave him.
Hey, that goes against the code of the Viking!
You can say that again!
Why, that little Viking is in big trouble! What do you think you're doing?
I was...
Giving them stuff back.
Yeah?
Well, now there's a storm of ruin, and you're the one that's under attack.
Olaf, this storm is blowing up pretty quick. Maybe we should head back.
First, I need to make an example out of this Viking.
You know, I think Harold is right. We gotta get out of here!
Almost done. You'll see that nothing good comes from giving things back.
saved Lyle.
What?
I guess if we had shared, there'd be somebody to save us, too.
Thanks, guys.
We knew we could help you someday.
But what about my friends?
They were mean to us.
I'm pretty sure God wants us to help everyone, not just the people who are nice to us.
Oh, you're right. We're monks. We should know that, huh? All right, come on, boys. Let's save the Vikings. Can we put away the good silverware first? Oh, all right.
So not only did the monks save Lyle, they saved all the Vikings from the storm. And just because Lyle had made friends with them by sharing.
Thank you, our new friends. You saved us from the sea. Rest assured that we intend to share proficiently. We used to care about our share of gold so rare and big TVs. But when we share, we get our share of friends.
So what's the use? A golden goose is no excuse for being mean. When we share, we get our share of friends.
Does that mean we can't be Vikings anymore?
Not necessarily, but I do think you need to change your song.
We're Vikings, what do you know? The sharers of the sea. We're Vikings,
Wherever we go, sharing happily.
we're Vikings.
Let there be no animosity.
Cause our pillaging ways we will amend by sharing and caring and making friends. And finally our singing is at its end. The sharers of the sea. We're Vikings, the sharers of the sea. I need to go to the bathroom.
Sven, you can stop singing now.
Oh, right.
Far, far away in the land of galoots, where the bigglebag trees bear their bigglebag fruits, and far lily bushes all blossom in yellow, and thimbuttle plants squirt snowberry jello. Here where the mountains of Rocky Magoo rise high o'er the meadows of Gilda Manju, where sunsets are painted with purple and blue, you'll find a small town, not much bigger than you. Welcome to Snoodleburg, home of the Snoodles, a curious folk who eat pancakes with noodles and spend half their days making sketches and doodles and cutting their hair into shapes like French poodles. Now, right in the heart of this curious town is a curious building, the tallest around, with a clock at its top and a chute at its bottom. 'Tis pink in the spring and turns red in the autumn. But weirder by far than its color or height is what happens there every fourth Tuesday night. As strange as it seems, it has been demonstrated that Snoodles aren't born, but rather created. Every fourth Tuesday at 9:15, the tower will shimmy and rattle and whine, and as the town nibbles on bigglebag fruit, a shiny young Snoodle will drop from the chute. That's where they come from, though no one knows why, nor who could have built the great tower so high. These mysteries of life befuddle most Snoodles, who'd much rather focus on pancakes and noodles and cutting their hair into shapes like French poodles. Yes, most found the tower too noisy and strange, until one small Snoodle made all of that change. This little Snoodle was much like the others. He came without siblings, no sisters or brothers. He came without money, a mom or a dad. The pack on his back was all that he had.
This is peculiar.
The little guy said.
I came from a chute and I fell on my head? What do I look like? What am I for?
He pondered those questions and then thought of more.
Checking my bag is a good place to start.
He pulled out some paints.
Maybe I'm good at art.
The next thing he found was a snoodle kazoo.
Hey, what do you know? I can make music too.
Then back on his pack, he pulled a small string, and out from the sides popped 2 little wings.
Amazing!
He said with a gleam in his eye.
I can paint, play kazoo, and now I can fly. Wait till the others see all the great things I can do with my paints, my kazoo, and my wings.
So he packed up his paints and his snoodle kazoo, and he hopped off to show them all what he could do. There from the top of a short, stubby wall, the big snoodles heard the new small snoodle call.
Come watch me, you guys, as I head for the sky.
He straightened his wings with a gleam in his eye. Then he jumped, and he flapped like the red-snooted finches that fly from the plains to the peak of Mount Ginches. His flight, unlike theirs, covered only 12 inches.
You call that flying?
You think you're a bird? We've never seen anything quite so absurd.
The old snoodle snorted, he sniggered, he shook.
I'll paint you a picture to show how you looked.
The brushstrokes were skillful, the colors were coolish. The story they told made the young one feel foolish.
Take it from us,
said a snoodle named Lou.
Flying just isn't what you're meant to do.
The young snoodle drooped. He felt his heart sag. The painting the old snoodle placed in his bag.
Carry this with you,
the old snoodle said,
so visions of flying don't go to your head.
The weight on his back was as heavy as lead. So under the weight of the picture he bore, he hobbled along feeling lonely and sore. Till up far ahead on a bench near the tower, he spied a bright bundle of far lily flowers. His heart started lifting.
What beautiful things.
Then he remembered.
I've got more than wings.
So quickly, he dug the paints out of his pack and hoped that with art, maybe he'd have the knack.
I did it!
He yelled to the snoodles in town, then held up his picture as they gathered round.
You did it all right,
said the snoodles, replying.
You showed you're no better at painting than flying.
Then one of them laughed, and while eating a waffle, painted a picture that made him feel awful.
You're puny.
You're silly.
You're not all that smart. You can't use your wings, and you're no good at art.
That picture, too, was placed in his pack, and made his heart slump just as low as his back.
I'm ugly, I'm foolish, and so very small. I don't think I should be with Snoodles at all.
And so he decided to get out of town. His wings hung so low that they dragged on the ground. He walked past the tower and out of the city. He walked through the fields and thought,
My, this is pretty. The far lily bushes all blooming in yellow, and thimbleweed plants squirting snowberry jello. I might like it here,
said the small snoodle fellow. Then feeling some warmth coming back to his chest, he thought he would sit for a moment and rest. But try as he might to sit down with grace, the weight on his back knocked him flat on his face.
Ha! That's a hoot!
Said a voice from behind. A farmer stood up with a thimbleweed vine.
Why, you need a picture, my Snoodleberg bud. Lest you forget how you look in the mud.
And so in an instant, the picture was done and placed in his backpack, which now weighed a ton. The poor Snoodle struggled. He wobbled, he groaned. He stood to his feet and he said with a moan,
Is there anywhere I can be truly alone?
Just then overhead flew 2 red-snooted finches, winging their way toward the peak of Mount Ginches.
I see,
said the Snoodle.
Then that's what I'll do. The home for those finches will be my home too.
So painfully, struggling under his pack, the small Snoodle inched up the big mountain's back. He crawled over boulders in rain and in lightning. He trudged on and on, though the journey was frightening. till finally on Sunday, at 2:15, he spied all the meadows of Gilda Manju and realized he was on top of Mount Ginches, alone with the wind and his thoughts and the finches. He thought of the Snoodles. He thought of the tower. He thought of the bell that would chime on the hour. He thought of his pack and his very long walk. He thought it so loudly, he heard his thoughts talk.
"Hello,"
said his thoughts.
"You've made quite a climb."
That voice
He remarked.
doesn't sound much like mine.
Then he turned and he noticed he wasn't alone, for a man stood behind, near a cave in the stone. He looked like a Snoodle, though quite a bit bigger.
Maybe a giant.
The small Snoodle figured.
I'm going.
The Snoodle boy said with a huff.
And don't paint a picture. I've got quite enough.
"But first, come inside,"
the man said.
"Have some tea. I'm so very pleased that you're visiting me."
The Snoodle boy stopped, though he'd only gone inches, and stared at the stranger he'd found on Mount Ginches. He didn't seem angry. In fact, he looked kind. The poor little boy was confused.
Are you blind? I'm puny. I'm silly. I'm not all that smart. I can't use my wings and I'm no good at art.
The stranger leaned down with a pain in his heart.
"Who told you these things?"
he asked.
"How do you know?"
These pictures I have in my pack tell me so.
The small Snoodle sniffled and started to go.
"First, if you please, let me look at this art. That makes your pack heavy and weighs down your heart."
Then, picture by picture, he unpacked the bag that bent the poor Snoodle and made his wings sag.
"Dear boy,"
said the man,
"these look nothing like you."
Then into the fire the pictures he threw. He rose from his chair, saying,
"Wait there, you'll see that what you need most is a picture from me."
The Snoodle sat patiently, sipping his tea. Then from a room in the back he returned and said,
"Dear little Snoodle, it's time that you learned what you really look like."
And he threw off the sheet, and what the boy saw warmed him right to his feet. The boy in the portrait looked older and strong, with wings on his back that were sturdy and long, and a look in his eye both courageous and free.
Sir?
Asked the boy.
Are you saying that's me? I like to believe it, but sir, I'm afraid to.
"But I know who you are,"
the man said,
"for I made you. I built the tower and set it in motion. I planted the meadow, put fish in the ocean. And I feed the finches, though most Snoodles doubt it. Not one of them falls that I don't know about it. I've seen you fall down in the mud and the goo. I've seen all you've done and all you will do. I gave you your pack and your paints and your wings. I chose them for you. They're your special things. The Snoodle Kazoo is so you can sing about colors in autumn or flowers in spring. I gave you your brushes in hopes that you'd see how using them you could make pictures for me. Most of the Snoodles,"
the old one said sadly,
"just use their paints to make others feel badly."
The young Snoodle pondered the things he'd been told, then wondering something, grew suddenly bold.
But sir, if you made this incredible land, can't you make Snoodles obey your command?
The big one smiled warmly, then said to the small,
"A gift that's demanded is no gift at all."
With that, the small Snoodle reached into his pack and pulled out the picture he'd made 10 miles back.
They're far lilies, sir, from over the bridge.
The old one beamed bright and said,
"That's for my fridge."
After the small Snoodle's picture was hung, the old one bent down to the face of the young. He said,
"Here's what you look like. Here's how I see you. Keep this in your pack and you'll find it will free you from all of the pictures and all of the lies that others made up just to cut down your size. And lastly, your wings. You know what they're for. But not just to fly, son. I want you to soar.
But, sir,
said the Snoodle.
how can I fly? This picture's so big, I won't get very high.
But this picture's special. It's bigger, it's brighter. Carry it close, and I think you'll feel lighter.
As soon as he heard it, the Snoodle looked down and noticed that he was an inch off the ground. He laughed and he leaped and he flew from the cave, feeling now older and stronger and brave. And he flew through the clouds and he flew with the finches. He soared up and down round the peak of Mount Ginches. He flew over far lily bushes in yellow and thimbuttle plants squirting snowberry jello. He flew over bigglebag trees and their fruits in big lazy loops o'er the land of galoots. Then hurried back home to the center of town, where the Snoodles all stood with their wings on the ground. And starting precisely at 2:15, he told them the story that I just told you.
Boy, that went well. Hey, at least we're out of that tree.
What? Where are we?
The Blue Gate, entrance to the land of woe.
The Blue Gate.
Why do they call it blue, you ask? Perhaps for the sorrow that blankets the land beyond. Perhaps for the sadness of those who toiled on this cursed wall. Perhaps for the river of tears that flowed from the... Or that.
There's no handle. How are we gonna get in?
Look for a doorbell.
There's some kind of writing over the gate. I can't read it.
There are few who can. It is the tongue of woe, and if I remember my 7th grade diabolical languages class, it reads, "He who seeks to pass this gate, a riddle first must solve. The answer that will seal his fate must all his wits involve. What thing with awesome strength is blessed, yet quakes before the smallest pest? Stands so high, yet sniffs the ground without so much as stooping down? Has no home, or chair, or bunk, yet holds his bath inside a trunk? If your first guess ringeth true, passage we will grant to you. But if in air you guess, my friend, the door will bar, your journey end."
It said all that?
It's a highly efficient tongue. You can fit a whole book on a napkin.
So it's a riddle, eh? Awesome strength.
Yet quakes before the smallest pest.
Tall, yet sniffs the ground.
A cow!
An ostrich with a suitcase.
Bacon! It's a long shot.
We have one chance to get this right.
A vicuna.
Three-ring binder.
A vespa.
An elephant.
An elephant! It's strong, but it's afraid of the littlest pest, a mouse! And even though it's tall, it can sniff the ground with its long trunk, which also holds water when it takes a bath.
Elephant, man!
With bacon!
All right, only one way to find out. Is it an elephant?
Wait a minute. It's too small. We ain't gonna fit.
No, wait, it's a trick. It's an optimal illusion. It only looks small because it's so far away. Watch.
I could be wrong.
Maybe if you ran faster. Try it again.
How are we gonna get in?
The only one who'd fit through that door is you, Toto.
You don't need to do that, Toto. No one would blame you if you just went home and put the bean in a box.
I knew this was a lousy idea right from the start.
Oh well, we tried, you know. It isn't like we didn't try.
No, I want to know what my gift is for.
Toto, the lands beyond this door are filled with evil. It won't be easy.
I want to know.
They say a creature lives therein, desperate for the bean.
I want to know.
Maybe you could swap it for another gift. You know, a gift exchange.
Every gift is given for a reason. We can't choose which ones we get, only what we do with them.
That's one brave flobbit.
I got dibs on his espresso maker.
Well, that's that.
So we can go home now, right?
We failed. The fellowship failed. We were supposed to help Toto, and now he's in there, on his own.
We may yet have another chance to help him.
I'm a lucky fella. I'm a lucky boy. I've got a new umbrella, and it's me pride and joy. When the rain may come and the sun may go, I'll be warm and dry from me head to toe. I'm a lucky fella. I'm a lucky boy. Hoy! I've got a new umbrella! What are you doing?
We were just trying to get in.
Oh, well, all you need to do is go down a couple of miles to the Red Gate. It's wide open.
The Red Gate? I've heard of it, but I thought it was just a myth.
Just came from there. You'll know it when you see an angry, murderous band of sporks headed through to find a small flobbit in a bean with instructions to bring him back dead or alive. Do you like me, umbrella? Gotta go. I'm a lucky fella. I'm a lucky boy. I've got a new umbrella. And it's me pride and joy.
Angry sporks?
A small flobbit?
Toto, we gotta beat him to that gate.
I think I'll go with Umbrella Boy.
Come on!
And tonight was Meatloaf Night.
And now it's time for Silly Songs with Elves, the part of the show where Iricorn comes out and sings a silly song for elves.
I asked my baby elf, a couple questions about myself. If I was handsome, if I was nice, I was looking for her advice. She looked at me and shook her head, and this is what she said. She yelled so loud, she hurt my ears. My eyes have welled up, all full of tears. But I don't mind none, 'cause she's my elf. My elf, when I go walking all by myself, I'm busy thinking about my elf. I keep her picture upon my shelf. I'm always dreaming about my elf. I won't forget the way that she says those words to me. Don't know exactly what she said, just know it kinda hurts my head. I'll take an aspirin, 'cause she's my elf. My elf, baby.
Hold on a minute!
What are you doing? Ouch! Hey!
I knew it! I knew it!
What?
You should be ashamed of yourself! You're no elf! You're an elvish impersonator! You second me, deceitful one!
Oh, right. Like you're a real elf. Give the guard a bow and arrow and he's a real elf.
This has been Silly Songs for Elves.
Behold, Legolam! Have at thee! My bow shall sing with your pompadour!
Don't you point that thing at me. Help!
Is someone there? What a load of trouble you turned out to be. If I had half a mind, I'd just throw you in a ditch and be done with you.
Oh, that's gonna leave a mark.
What's that? Who's there?
Oh, my precious! They stole it from me!
Who are you?
It's mine, I tell you! It's mine! Give it to me!
What is?
My precious!
You mean the bean? It's my gift. It was given to me. I'm taking it to the land of woe to find out what it's for.
No! Don't do that! That's a terrible place! Give it to me! I know what it's for! It's for me! Ah! It's mine, I tell you! It's mine! Give it to me! Give it back! It's mine! You are pretty speedy, but you'll never make it by yourself. These woods are crazy. You need a guide, no?
You know, they say you should balance out your aerobic activity with a little weight training. What say we break and do some squats? Boy.
So, what's your name?
I am named for the sound I make with my throat.
Ahem?
Yes, what do you want?
Your name is Ahem?
My name is Ahem.
So, have you always been like this?
Oh, no. I was once a normal flobbit.
You were a flobbit?
That's right. A perfectly normal flobbit named Spiegel.
Spiegel? You were that flobbit? That flobbit who bought everything mail order?
That was me. It's amazing what you can buy through the mail. I was a collector of labor-saving devices. But everything that I bought, I had to pay for. This was a limiter to my life of ease. Then I found it.
Found what?
I was opening a new crock pot when I found it, hidden among the packing peanuts. It was small like a packing peanut, but it was no peanut. It was the bean. Instantly, my life was changed. No more working for anything. Whatever clothes you want, bang, you got it. Any kind of food, there it is. You want a fountain of great knee-high to shoot right out of the ground? No problem. A life of ease, right in the palm of my hand.
Wow. So what happened?
To me, one day, before 10 a.m., I had created and consumed a 200-pound marshmallow peep. Unfortunately, I fell into a sugar coma. When I awoke 3 days later, the bean was gone. And now look at me! I'm falling to pieces! My clothes are gone! Even my hair is falling out!
Have you tried washing it?
What? And work? Once you taste a life of ease, my friend, there's no going back. So now, why did you want to come to the land of woe?
Whoa.
Don't bother waiting up for me. Whew.
The Red Gate.
It's yellow.
Hmm? Oh, they say it was named for the color of the sunset on the day they hung those doors. Don't be so literal.
Randolph, the sparks.
There's only 5. We can take them.
No problem. Grumpy?
Yeah, sure.
All right then. For Toto and the Bean!
I gotta go.
something here.
Do what? This place is no good!
I don't know. They said it would be clear. Oh, well! A drink would do me good.
Forget about it. It's been dry for years.
Where do they get their water?
They don't have any. I'm telling you, this place is no good!
Can you help us, please?
My daughter is so hungry.
Help us. We're
Oh, this is bad.
This is not good.
While we still draw breath, hope is alive. We need a plan.
We'll create a distraction. Does anybody have a banjo or an inflatable turkey?
Did I mention it was meatloaf night? Not that this isn't fun.
Finish them quickly. We've got a flobby to catch.
Watch out for their pointy ends.
I got you covered. Have you ever actually fired that thing? What? Sure. Plenty of times.
Not a good time for arguing. Something smells good.
Who wants a cookie?
Oh, we ain't had nothing but maggoty bread for 3 stinking days. I love a cookie.
Nothing tastes better than a cookie baked in a tree.
Help us. Can you help us?
Please, my daughter is hungry.
I don't think these people are evil. I think they're thirsty and hungry.
Okay, maybe. Let's talk some more when we're out of here.
No, that's why they sent me. They wanted me to help. I can help them.
What? Not with the bean you can't. It's my life of ease. It's not for them.
It's my gift, and the elders want me to use it to help.
They've got their own gifts. Let them help themselves.
Toto!
Randolph! Sports, look out!
Don't worry about them. Turns out they love cookies.
Randolph, I know why the elders sent me here. They want me to help.
Good thought, but wrong.
Scary man!
The elders sent you here because I told them to.
What?
What?
Everyone has something they're sure they can't live without. For some, it's fame or fortune. For others, a life of ease. For a certain ancient tree, it happens to be jewels, something of which I have in abundance.
You bribed them?
Yes, they got what they want, and I get what I want. Ha! Use your gift to help people. How quaint! I hope you've learned your lesson, boy. Life is short. If you have a gift, use it for yourself before you've lost it and it's too late. Too late!
You're wrong, scary man.
What? Who said that?
You're wrong, scary man.
Show yourself! Where are you?
Uncle Billboy!
Billboy?
Hello, Toto.
Not so fast, scary guy.
Sporks, save me!
Cookie Man say no.
Oh, bother.
Uncle Billboy, you're short.
Yes. Without the bean, it didn't take long.
And your clothes.
We're for a much taller Flobbit.
When you gave me the bean, you lost everything.
Yes, I did. But I found so much more. Clothes and toys and fame, they all feel good for a minute. But the happiness they bring passes in a flash, like straw in a fire. When I left, I was looking for a happiness that lasts. And I found it here, of all places.
How?
By helping. By using my gifts to help others rather than myself. I hear you figured out what your gift is for.
I thought I had. But the elders were lying. It was a trick.
They may have been lying, but they couldn't keep you from finding the truth. So what would you like to do with your gift?
I want to help people.
flowers in spring.
When you finally know what it's for. Yes, that's what it's there for.
So let's say a prayer for
The wonderful blessings in store. When you finally know what it's for. When you finally know what it's for.
So, kid, where are you from?
Kansas.
No kidding. I have a cousin in Kansas.
Oh, hey, me too. He looks just like me, minus the straw. How about that? Yeah, what are the odds?
So, what color is this toad again?
You mean yellow McToad?
Yeah, yellow McToad. What color is he?
Yellow. He's yellow.
Oh, like his name. Clever.
Is there anything really dangerous in these woods?
A friend of mine was in these woods, and he says he saw a fella from Toledo.
You mean an Ohioan?
Yep.
Well, my uncle says he saw one of those guys who play that little flute in the army.
A fifer?
Uh-huh.
Oh, boy. Not to make matters worse, but I met a fella who knew a guy who says he saw a mommy horse. Ohioans.
And fifers.
And mares.
Oh, my.
Ohioans.
And fifers.
And mares.
Oh, my.
Ohioans and fifers 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 and...
There's an Ohioan!
What? No, that's lion.
Oh, lion. Lion?
Oh, stop. I'm not trying to scare you. I'm just hungry.
A hungry lion?
No. I'm not gonna eat you. I'm just having fun with you on account of being so bored.
Why are you so bored? You're the king of the forest.
Yeah, you know I left home to become king. It sounded like fun, but in these modern times, the forest is actually run by representative government. I'm a figurehead. Smile and wave, smile and wave. Boring. Plus, there's no decent food around here.
Well, these woods are full of rabbits and squirrels.
Yeah, but they won't let me eat them. Children's film.
Oh.
You know what I'd really love? Cotton candy. Try to find that in the forest. Aren't we going someplace that has cotton candy?
Why, yes. Yes, we are. Want to go to the land of Oz?
He's buying.
Hey, it's the toad.
What are we waiting for?
It's time to see the wizard, the whimsical wizard of Oz. With food and rides and games galore, you'll have some fun, you'll want some more. It's time to see the wizard, the whimsical wizard of Oz.
There it is!
The land of Oz.
Funnest place on earth.
Now I finally get to do what I want to do. Come on, I'll race you across this field of flowers.
Now we see the city and it's looking very pretty, and we're happy and we're hopping and the fun is never stopping.
Hey, I don't think these are flowers.
I think you're right.
These aren't flowers at all. They're
What?
puppies.
Puppies?
A whole field of puppies.
Puppies. I love puppies.
They're so cute.
We can't stop now. The cotton candy, the rides.
Oh, puppies.
Just a few minutes.
No time for puppies. We're so close. Stay on target. Stay on target.
Now we see the city and it's looking very pretty, and we're happy and we're hopping for the puppies, we're not stopping.
Excellent. Looks like we need to take a little trip to the land of Oz.
Oh, can we ride the roller coaster?
No, we're not gonna ride the roller.
What about that spinny ride where you stick to the wall?
I said no. No rides.
Welcome, travelers, to the land of Oz. funnest place on earth! Tell me, what do you want to do?
Well, the lion, he wants cotton candy. And the Tin Man wants roller coasters. And the Scarecrow, he wants one of those rides where you spin and the bottom falls out.
Oh, my! And what about you, sir?
Well, I just want to do whatever I want.
Then you've come to the right place! But first, that is the topic of financial remuneration.
Remunahuni?
What?
Money. Getting what you want has a price, you know.
Oh, right.
And now, whatever you want.
Oh, yeah!
Let me hit it. With the ha 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 and a ho ho ho, you'll have fun as you go with a ho 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 and a ho ho ho. Every thrill just for you. And you'll eat a lot of candy as you ride the ride so dandy. Do as much as you can stand it, then a little bit more. You'll go around again. In the blender you will blend, and the fun will never end like it did before. And you'll hop, then you'll drop. Never stop. There's no time to pause. Don't need mom or dad. They might think it's bad, all the fun you've had in the land of Oz.
With a ha 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 and a ho ho ho, we'll have fun as we go with a ho 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 and a hee hee hee.
Every thrill just for me.
And we eat a lot of candy as we run the ride so dandy. Do as much as we can stand, even a little bit more. Then we'll go around again and the thunder we will play. And our fun will never end like it did before. We will hop, we will drop, never stop. There's no time to pause.
Don't need mom or dad, they might think it's bad. All the fun we've had in the land of Oz.
Again!
That was great! But don't you have one of those bouncy castles where you jump around and knock your heads together?
My boy, you've only scratched the surface of the whimsical land of Oz. Through this gate, you'll find even more thrills, chills, and delicious dessert items.
Great! Let's do it, guys!
I'll be right there. Right after I catch my breath.
We're not as young as you. Oy.
I'll check it out first. It won't open. Why won't it open?
Oh, I see the problem. You simply need to make another deposit. Fun has its price.
You got more money, right?
No. I don't have any more. That was everything.
Oh.
But to be honest, my tummy ain't feeling so good. My mother had this tea she'd give me when my stomach was upset. I kind of miss her, come to think of it. I'm gonna go back home. You know, I think I had enough spinning to last me a while. I'm going home, too.
The roller coasters were great. Thanks, Darby. But I miss my mom and dad.
Go home, son. There's nothing for you here.
Home.
Remember how much your dad loves you, Darby.
Love has its limit. Do what you want to do. Do something he don't like, then see how far his love goes.
I'm done with this lousy farm.
Now, son, that's for your future.
I can't go home. My dad could never forgive me for what I've done. I can't go home. Can't you let me try some more rides? You said I could do what I want.
You're out of money, kid.
But you can do anything. You're a wizard.
Look, kid, I'm not really a wizard. There's no magic here. I'm just a businessman trying to make a living.
But the poster said this is the funnest place on Earth. And right now, I'm not having very much fun.
Does it look like it's open?
I think
New
so.
customers. Not now, kid. See what kind of food they've got.
This place is a joke.
Please don't do this.
This was supposed to be fun. Stay away, everyone. The wizard, he just wants your money. Ah. Oh, I see. You want to get rid of me. Well, you'll get rid of me, all right. I'm going to go and tell everybody how much this place stinks. And then I'm going to make sure everybody knows.
So long, kid.
Whoa!
And now you. Get here, puppy. You. Welcome, travelers, to the land of Oz. Funnest place on earth.
Tutu? Tutu! Oh, Dad, I'm so sorry.
Boo-hoo! I miss my daddy.
What do you want?
I want you to know what it feels like to be alone. But it looks like you're taking care of that yourself. Enjoy your new home. Come on, minions.
Somewhere beyond the barn, far from my father's arms, it's what I thought was best. Didn't see how I was blessed. Now I'm somewhere beyond the barn. How could I have been so foolish? Even my dad's farmhands have it better than this. That's it! I'll go back to my dad and I'll ask him for a job. I don't deserve to be his son anymore. But maybe he'll hire me to work on the farm. Now, how do I get out of here?
Perhaps I can be of assistance.
What?
Hey there. How's it going?
How did you find me?
You got your dog to thank for that.
So, how are we gonna get him out? We need a helicopter, 200 yards of steel cable, and 1.5 pounds of margarine.
I'll check my pockets.
No, wait! The window has a latch. I can't reach it.
Hey, I got an idea. Unstuff me.
Huh?
Unstuff me. I'm full of straw. Take half the straw out and you can squeeze me through the bars. No, really. It'll work.
I don't feel good about this.
It kind of tickles. Okay, I think that'll do it. Now push me through. I'll get the latch. I feel kind of lightheaded. Got it. Now push on the window. Oh, wait!
Scarecrow!
Saved by a nose.
So, how do we get down now?
Hey, that pile of straw. We can jump onto it.
That's no pile of straw. That's me.
Oh, you're right. Mind if we jump on you?
Be my guest. I'm an angel.
You're saved, Dobby!
Great! Now we just need to get back up to the window.
In our defense, I do think your dog fully explained the situation to us.
Can someone give me a hand? I'm all over the place.
That'll work. This way.
Minions!
This way.
Yeah, come on, boys, get the kid.
I thought I got rid of you!
Next idea?
Try the front door.
Okay.
I'm out of here!
Back up, back up, back up.
It's that strange, boy!
Now you're gonna get it. You and all your friends are gonna wish you were back in that dump.
Are you melting?
No, but I'm all wet. What'd you go and do that for? I wasn't gonna hurt you.
Chester! Chester, where have you been? We've been looking all over for you.
Mom?
Why are your friends dressed up like evil minions? Why was your closet full of these munchies?
You'd better have a good explanation for this, young man.
Which
Boys, put down those mops. You can put an eye out. Well, we'll talk about this later.
Come on home, Chester. And don't forget, you need to finish packing. We're going to your cousin Bobby's in Kansas.
Oh, you can go. Sorry.
We can go! Did you hear that? We can all go home! Don't you want to go home, Darby?
I don't even know how.
Oh, look, it's Splenda. Perhaps she can help.
All right. Splenda? What on earth?
You want to go home, don't you? More than anything. Can you take me there?
No. But I have something that can help you, Darby.
Toot, toot, toot.
Toot, toot, toot.
They wouldn't be shiny red slippers, would they?
No, silly. I brought your starship back to you.
Oh, terrific.
Now come along, get inside. Don't dilly-dally.
Shiny hat.
Okay. Now what?
It's your starship. You should know. I have it. Just say, I want to go home. Click, click, click.
Ma'am?
Trust me.
I want to go home. Click, click, click. Wow! Thank you for your help! I'll miss you all very much!
Come back anytime.
We've searched everywhere within 100 miles. There's no sign of him anywhere.
Darby?
I'll just say, Dad. Oh, Mr. O'Gill? Farmer O'Gill, sir?
Darby!
I was wondering if I could have a job. If I could work for you?
Darby!
Farmer O'Gill, sir? I was wondering if you needed any...
Darby! My son!
I could work.
My son. My son. Don't just stand there. Get a cake. Get ice cream. Go rent one of those big bouncy castles. We're gonna have a party.
All right.
Oh, yeah,
I'll get
right
right
away.
on it. I don't get it. Didn't he run off and spend all the money?
My son was lost, but now he's found. He was dead to me, but now he's alive again. Join the party.
Okay.
Dad, I'm sorry.
I know, Darby. I know. It's okay.
I love you today, and I love you tomorrow. I love you as deep as the sea. I love you in joy, and I love you in sorrow. You can always come home to me. You can always come home, and always come home, always come home to me.
I love you, little mister.
I love you, big mister.